that Lord fight was unnecessary. You could have
Yeah.
wait for them to take on that fight. So maybe a little bit of discipline, what Itami told Zohunt have. Therefore, they won the match, and
Um,
Daaku Sena just got away from it, and they got a defeat in that way. But right now, Harith will be the first ban. I mean, that's the fear.
yeah.
Heretophobia maybe. But anyways, the Zaman Force as well as his mobility plays a vital role onto that team, which is quite understandable considering the fact it was picked out from the side of Team Daaku Sena onto the game number one. And Funny Valentine was the MVP, as well as he was one of the most crucial damage dealers for the side of Team Daaku Sena with that Harith. So acceptable. And apparently they are banning out the heroes that have been picked onto the game number one, that is the Matilda as well. So, Ash, on my wildest guess, maybe Dakusena still has the server advantage onto here. So they are banning out the heroes that gave them the trouble onto the first game. And Zohunt, the question is, Zohunt, will they go out with the comfort once again? Or maybe they will be trying to adapt to the meta, but this time with a strategy?
Maybe with the strategy you said, but what if they go for the Roger again? I mean, whoever's
Oh,
staying in the
Oh
first
no.
pick side, they're picking up the Roger for themselves, and the assassin will be in front of you. You couldn't be able to get him down anytime because they got the mobility. Roger doesn't have that much. Chasing with the lick and pound is another thing, but not much when you're fighting against a Joy or a Hayabusa. They can easily outplay you. So they can go for it, but Hayabusa will be banned. That means Joy could be an possible option for Zohunt again.
yeah. It's highly likely, right, to go for the Joy too. But most of the time from Johan, I think they always ban out the Hayabusa, and one time they let go of the Hayabusa. The first isn't having the best time of his life. So I think always looking out the Hayabusa has to be the only option for Johan. And I really like that Dakusina are definitely sticking to their original plan, just ban away the Fredrin and the Lucas, or even maybe the Boxer, because this time around they are onto the red side. And I don't think they will be changing up any of their bans anytime soon. So Johan might even still go for the Lapu Lapu again. But they have the first pick, so do you really want to go for the Lapu first pick again or change it up?
Okay, Lapu first pick can actually be a good choice for the side of the because they prioritize. Never mind. We completely forgot about the Bakshia. It was banned out onto the previous two games, but this time it is open. So it's understandable why they picked out the Bakshia. This is one of the heroes that has been quite a highlight onto that previous patch, and onto this patch he hasn't got any adjustments. So it is safe to say that he still works, whether he is onto the roam or maybe onto the jungle.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I mean, I was also thinking when Debbie was saying about the last ban, I was thinking a Kalea or a Bakshia, what they will go for.
Yeah.
Went for that Kalea. Bakshia was open at that moment. So it's a good choice from Johan. They went for the Bakshia, but it's a EXP roam or jungle Bakshia is a question right
Yeah.
now. I think it should be in the roam. It will be an easy one for them. Lapu Lapu to the EXP and the jungle assassin jungler onto the jungle way will be helping them a lot.
Oh, but the Rafaela, we have completely forgotten the new change up revamped Rafaela coming into play this time around for the hands of Daaku Sena again, and I really like this because when the late part of this game goes, when you try to pick up someone, and she's gonna be resurrecting them anytime they want. So this is such a good hero and broken one, and so even the cooldown is not gonna be enough to nerf how to the ground, but the Jazz already picking up the Lapu Lapu this time around. They did not really want to give it away into the hands of Win again. So the options are still available though for Johan. They can still flex the Baxia, but what will they be picking here this time around? Gold lane? Ooh, a Badang and a comfort for Mr. Prime here again.
They are going out with the comfort picks apparently. And Dusty, yeah, I guess it will be Dusty onto the jungle. Or maybe the Roam Baksha will also be coming up. But considering the fact they like the utility jungle, like they prioritize more utility junglers compared to the assassins, I guess
Yeah.
Baksha can actually work out. But going up against that Baksha, Xborg can actually be a good answer. And that is apparently an Xborg jungle. because the Lapu Lapu has already been picked out. So the rules, it is quite fixed. And Zohunt as well as Daaku Sena, they are proceeding with the bans. Both of the heroes will be requiring those mid lane.
Oh.
So they are banning out the mid as well as Daaku Sena, they are banning out the jungle too, because being unsure of the fact that the Bakshia is there. So it is still vacant that where this Bakshia is gonna go, whether onto the room or onto the jungle.
Jungle. Jukshin ban,
All right.
jungle, Bakshia. Damn sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be a hectic thing for the Basha to play against a Jushin. Or maybe it can go for
You're
the Rome as well. I'm not, I mean, astrologer to say that it will be in the
right.
jungle. It will be in the jungle. But what if Debbie will say Dusty play Bakshia jungle? He gonna
What?
he gonna
I
do
don't
that.
hold I don't hold any control over the players, man. But like, man, you should stop, man. Less easy, bro. We just got back in the deck and he's bullying me. What? Look at that doll. A
Oh.
funny pig from Funny Valentine. It's gonna be one of the comfort that he. I mean, I've seen him on this hero way back,
Hmm.
but it wasn't. It hasn't been popping quite a lot. The Nathan this time around, he have the scaling, he have the frontline potential as well. So he's just gonna be trying to scale along with Prime because in a previous game he wasn't able to scale as much as Prime did onto the Moskov against the Edicel. So this time around they want the late game security for themselves as well. But look at
Ooh.
that power picks, the
Oh.
dragon arriving in the land of Dawn, man.
You know, Yuzhong has always been one of my favorite picks on screen. I love that hero, and
Yeah.
getting him back onto the scene, like onto the tournament scene, is something I was looking up forward to as well. And going up against a Lapu Lapu, it is a classic kind of a matchup onto the EXP, to be honest. Lapu Lapu against that Yuzhong. So this battle will be legendary. But okay, Daaku Sena, they have completed the draft. It kind of looks similar to the previous draft, the first game draft. The only similar thing here is the Kadita. The rest
Yeah.
of them, it is like completely different. Meanwhile, for the side of
You
Team
can't say
Zohan,
different.
they are
Wait,
going
you
out.
can't say
Yeah,
different because rather than for a Matilda, there is a Rafaela. And
Yeah.
that time they went for a Hayabusa, so this time is they were with the Xbox. Had it been changed with a Nathan, so I mean it's a pretty same draft as you're saying.
Yeah.
hmm.
I mean, both music damage still right.
Yep. Anyways, this will be the decider for this series, best of three series. Zohunt against Team Daaku Sena. The final game, game number 3. So here we go on to the land of dawn. Debbie and Ash, take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hope Itami, for giving that throw. And here we are, Kashi versus Dusty Mizo, Xbox versus Bakshia. Oh, Yamraj was about to get down at that point, but managed to flew away. This is
Yeah.
the aggression being shown at this point. Kimi being on
Ooh.
right now, about to
What?
take his first blood. Flicker come up. Will be fine at this point. Rafaela was about to down.
That was a perfect bait onto the flicker as well. And look at that perfect skin into the hands of Haitatsu too. This nurse skin is, limited, so make use of it. But yeah, this was a good rotation coming out as well. And the mid lane this time around is not the Farsa, but Stando. What a good damage coming out from Family Problem, able to win out onto this mid lane because this is what Kimi provides, right? The mid lane security, the mid lane aggression, as well as the zoning potential coming out from him as well. So this time around, they're going to be absolutely winning onto this mid side. So rotation is definitely going to be faster. But the problem is, I do not really know if Prime is gonna be having a great time against Funny Valentine because this is a Nathan versus Brigado.
Flicker come up. A lot of damage. Kimi right now hunting
Wow.
down that Rafaela at this point. Rafaela will be not fine at this position. Moskov come in. And it will be a first blood for the Prime. Easy start for them. Xbox being there. Last Insanity come up. Will not be catching up Prime at this moment. Armor got out. And Xbox will be caught off guard at this point. Moscow will be claiming second kill. Ali Snowball. He's having that thing right now. This is a bad thing for the side of Daaku Sena. But you know what, Debbie? In the late
Yep.
game, Xbox will have 4 lives. With the immortality,
Yeah.
natural life, armor life, and respawn from Rafaela. So that could have been a, hectic thing for Zohunt, you can
Yeah,
say.
definitely. But oh, that's a petrify being wasted. Oh, engage.
Not needed at that moment. Fish crack will be there. Kimi will be the
Oh,
one getting slowly connected onto the Rafaela. I don't think Moscow will engaging at this moment, but the turtle being easily getting into the way. Last Insanity come up. Baxia will be the one
oh,
retreat. Will be perfectly claiming that turtle for Zohan, but armor being off. Again, Kimi will be the one. Xbox getting down. Recall spamming already started. They know they got the snowball into the hand in this do or die set. So it is what it is.
it is what it is, man. Because into the mid side as well, the fast rotation coming out from Sunny Valentine as well, trying to go do the double rotation. But you know, when Johan, there's kind of a myth that since already said when Johan gets the first turtle, they usually win the games, but we'll never know because Daaku Sena has been popping quite a lot. Even if they lose out into the early game, they might have a way to try to have a comeback because they have burst potential from the Kadita as well. But look at that Prime though. Oh, not Prime though, but it was family problem into the mid sizes trying to give out and all sorts of reason. But onto the XP lane, the Lapu Lapu always wins against the the user.
Yeah, I mean he's doing great, but is the fact of matter is Moscow got some early feet into his side, and
Yeah.
even the Kimi as well. Again, a fish crack come upon the Nathan.
Ooh.
Nathan will be fine. He got the alt as well, so I don't think engaging onto him will be a good choice for team Daaku Sena at this moment. But look at that, Baksha coming up again. Dusty Mizo into the map. Will be finding his way onto the Kadita. Kadita will find a defensive startup again because they're waiting for the turtle. Perfect moment to
Yeah.
again getting those skills into their hand. Let's see who'll be having the turtle.
Yeah, the turtle is gonna be spawning to the bot lane though, but the position coming up from Zohunt, they are trying to look for a pickup just before the start of the turtle here, so a bit of escorting out onto the boosters right now, so definitely something that they need information on. So they have they have seen Rafaela into the top lane, so this time around they might be an engage though.
Yo, Xbox comes with the last insanity. Was not needed. Armor being off is a bad thing for him. Turtle on, armor off. Not a good thing. Zaz being there maybe can come off, dive in onto the four members, can give some stall time, but no stalling here. Easy turtle for the Baksha. And in the meantime, we can see Xborg come back into the match, but we're not having those flaw for him. That's a good, not a good thing for him as well.
Yeah, this is not really a good start like the Kadita had into the first game that we have seen so far. This time around, he's not having the best time because one dead down on the Kadita is something that you really wanna do. And I wanna see if he does go for the genius one first, or if he's gonna be opting for the glowing one because we'll never know. The anti heal is gonna be very absolutely necessary too. And even the Natan, right? He's gonna be needing at least 4 items to be able to hit the power spike. So early game is absolutely gonna have to be a little bit given away into the hands of Zohunt by Daaku Sena, and they need to try to scale out as long as possible. So maybe that has to be also the reason why they do not easily go for the contest of those turtles. But then the problem also lies that Johan also have a late game security into the hands of Prime here until the Moscow, so that's something they have to be really mindful of too.
Yeah, and look at, I mean, you know what? At this point, they are playing defensive. They know that throwing
Yeah.
some ball will not be helping them a lot. And here we are. Daaku Sena doesn't have that much damage. And in the meantime, killing spree for the Moscow. Rafaela will be deleted down. Kimi in the meantime with the first kill for the Daaku Sena side. And in the meantime, shut down. Zaz
Ooh.
will be there. Double kill onto the Moscow. Maybe you're going to see a triple kill from him. Sliver of HP. Will it be the Basha getting down that Kufra? I mean, getting down that Lapu Lapu here or not? Let's see. No, he'll not be able to do that. It was not, it was out of the blue that Lapu Lapu literally went
Ooh.
aggressive. Fish crack coming up. Sliver of HP. Kadida managed to get back. Nathan will be the one this time to get down that Badang. Slowly, steadily, you can say. Daaku Sena coming back.
Yeah, that was a good one for a good gain for Daaku Sena. This is the most important kills that they have onto the DPS on the side of Johan. And I think, and rotation wise, I do really think that they do know that the Xbox is not going to be as useful as the Lapu Lapu, so they actually set the Lapu on top lane for the ganks. But maybe there might be a set onto Zaz though, but they're not going to be actually doing something here. But this turtle, I think they'll be able to contest it.
Ooh, look at that Badang in a very bad position and will be taken down as well. And as you said, contesting one for this turtle. Let's see the retreat will work or not. No, it will not work. Basha will be the one. Dusty Mizo claiming the turtle into side. Black Dragon emerges at this moment. Fight is clear on. And we can see they are going back. They doesn't want to take any fight up for themselves. I mean,
Yeah, actually.
I mean, the fun.
It was actually funny fight, but oh, Jazz though in trouble.
Yup, and Zaz will be taken down after all the skirmish he does between that team fight. He was the one who make that rage upon Zohunt. That comeback, you can say, possible comeback. But right now, we can see the Kimmy is melting down. Armorless Xbox and Fishcrack will be there as well. Right, Piercer, boom. Xbox will be going back into the heaven. But in the meantime, Nathan in a very bad positioning. Baksha is right now chasing him down. From the backline, we can see Yuzhong come up inside the turret. Kimmy will be the ones again. Faden getting the kill into his hands. Sky Piercer's tag going into the 30. And in the meantime, we can see Moskov coming into. SOD will be missed down. Rafaela will be fine, getting some kill into her. But in the turret, they're going inside the turret. Rafaela will be taken down easily at this moment. You can say 9-4 is the score, but Zohunt is kind of taking this match onto their side.
Yeah, definitely here, but another one though.
Once again, that will be the Kadita getting down, stun. I mean, various way to stun down that Kadita. It will be the Badang as well as the Moscow Spear of Misery. Both of the thing just claiming that kill. This is why, I mean, I hate a Moscow for real. It's a comfort pick. Destroying the turret. Lapu Lapu. Zaz being there. Sliver of HP. Flicker come out for the Badang. Will be fine enough to get back into the safe position. Yuzhong being in the turret. Will be maintaining his momentum to get down that kill onto Nathan. In the meantime, Xbox managed to get down that Yuzhong as well. Adita Petri come up. Shut down for the Kimmy at last.
That was the one important kill that they needed onto the Kimmy, and they will be heading directly onto the turtle right now. But look at his head though.
Fight. Brawl server going on once again. Armor being on. And it will be the last Insanity coming up right now. But Danga, the Slaver of HP will be taken on. Boom, bam. It will be Baksha as well at the Slaver of HP. Dusty Mizo being there. Moskov into the action. Prime showing his primeness. Will be taking down the Xbox. 1-for-1 trade right now. We'll be going for this tier 3 on the mid. But Lord being up. I think you should have went for the Lord.
Yeah, I think Johan's are just stopping the Lord to be taken, but actually, you know, it was a bad call for Family Problem to try to look at such when there is no stun here. But look at that.
Ooh, the damage! Look at the Moscov's damage.
Wow.
It's attack speed or I mean crit bill. Well, it is. He's just melting down that Nathan at this moment. And the moment we can see that Laz in a very bad positioning. Moscow with Sony connecting onto the Rafaela. It will be Kimmy getting down that Lapu Lapu. They will be claiming the Lord. Xbox coming back, but the retreat is not good for him in this match. You can say he doesn't got the turtle. Yuzhong diving onto that Kadita in a very bad position. Rafaela will be the one giving a spike to that Kadita to get back into the safer zone. Yuzhong right now being onto the mark of Xbox. Xbox getting back down, but Lord Dance already started. Baksha will be going on to the Xbox. Armor still on. Armor will be off right now. Moscow being there, dealing a lot of damage onto that Xbox. And let's see who will be taking the Lord. Moscow come back for the Lord at this moment. 4-man fighting onto the 3-man member of Zohunt. But Lord will be easily claimed down by Yuzhong at this moment. And you can say they stalled them well. And look at that. Come up with a dive on the Kimmy. Kimmy will be taken down. And in the meantime, we can see Moscow come back. It will be the fish crack. Nathan will be managing to take down that Badang as well. In Blast Insanity come up, but will not be enough. Yuzhong with the dragon form going against that Nathan. He will be cut off guard. Xbox being down. Okay, Nathan being up with the help of the Rafaela being there, speeding up his movements. That's a good one.
Wow, that was a hell long of a team fight that we are seeing right now. A lot of gain for Daaku Sena as well, but the Lord is gonna be for side of Zohunt, but then again, oh, that's
Once again, the fight being up. This time, sliver of HP. Baksha will be taken down. And we can see the Moskov will not be there. Double kill for that Nathan. He is right now melting down. Funny Valentine is back. I mean, it will be a legendary way to see Funny Valentine going 1v1 with this attack speed Moskov. He's an attack speed.
and it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, he's also attack speed, but the basic damage, and he's the problem for him is that he can also easily buy the Wind of Nature and able to survive, and Moskov cannot really do that. But unstoppable!
Did you saw that? What just happened? Is slowly
No.
connected onto Kadita. Kadita melted down by that Moskov. Easy kill for that Prime, obviously. I mean, it will be, I told you, it will be legendary if that Nathan and Moscow will be fighting
Yeah.
a 1v1. I want to
Yeah.
see who will take on the game for themselves. But right now, 1v1 is not more important that much because they need to go for a 5v5 more. And Kadita is falling down because we
Yeah.
all know Kadita is a single base target hero. It will not helping a lot in the, team fight. That's the thing. But Kadita need to make sure that she should take down the Moscow. He's not in the rose gold as well.
Yeah. I mean, he did buy the rose gold, but he did sell it out at one point again. But still, okay, there we go. He bought the full one. And that's so it's gonna be really absolutely necessary because he's gonna be trying to survive the damage coming through from the Natan as well as the Kadita. So that's a core item for him as well. But Yamrat's though caught. Ooh, what?
Oh my goodness, what was that? That was nasty for Yamraj. He got down easily. And last insanity come off. Yuzong diving into with the Black Dragon form. Armor come off. He will be back down. Though we're not taking any fight at this moment, but it's 20 seconds for the Lord. Need to stall back. Okay, look at that. Zaz wants to take on a fight, but Dang being there, stalling the way. Sori will not be connecting this time, so they need to dismantle themselves.
It's gonna be so important for the side of Zohunt to try to secure this lord again because I think the Natan is already scaling up. He's got the fourth build already in his hand, and maybe if the fifth build comes in through, it's gonna be melting all the frontliners on the side of Zohunt, and they do not want to have that going on for them. They do not want to take the hard way. But the problem is Daaku Sena is also pretty trying to march down and just trying to deny the lord as well because they know the game plan for the side of Zohunt too. But look at that, Vaden getting the Holy Crystal is going to be hurting a lot, and two scaling his heroes onto their side. They might want to go for a fight before the start of this lord, but look at the bot lane though. Perfect combination of these two, Roamer and the gold lane, just trying to split good.
Yeah, Yamraj is not doing well in this match, so it's kind of, they must be thinking why, other than Kadita, they could have gone for something else, but it's a matter of time. It can be changed. They can be come back in this match as soon as possible because it's a 15 minutes game already. Maybe it can go for like the first one, 20 minutes, but don't forget, Yamraj was the one who was playing well in the first match, marking down that first sub, but this time, he couldn't got that thing onto Kimi because of the Purify maybe, and also Moscow having the Purify. They were pretty aware of Yamraj Petri, so they went for those Purifies.
Yeah.
And they're right now having the fun in this match, Kimi as well as Moscow. But look at that, zoning out the situation. Dusty Mizo will be looking after those. It's like that song, Kumar, 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 number one bucks. Yeah.
That's what we were saying, but this time around he's not the one dying, right? But a little bit of a miss onto the wall as well, but Jazz. He's looking for something here. He bought the blade armor to try to survive Prime. I think that's a good choice, but stun.
Stun coming off, Xborg at a very bad position, armor being cut off. And it will be Yuzong going against that Rafaela. But at the meantime, Nathan's damage will be taking out Yuzong. Kadita managed to get down, but Bakshay will be taking down, double kill. A comeback, a possible comeback, triple kill for the Nathan. It's a triple for Nathan. Maniac about to come. Let's see what will happen. Recall spamming already started. It's only Prime being there. Will he manage to defend it down? Let's see what happens. Nathan going on to the Prime. Prime and a sliver of HP will be taken down. It's a shutdown for Prime. Godlike, unofficial Maniac coming back into the match. Clinching upon the base. Daaku Sena will be the one who will be making sure that they will be taking on the series with a 2-1. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected, unbelievable performance. In the end, we saw a comeback. I was not expecting this. I was expecting the Moscow to get onto the game, but 1v1 ends with Funny Valentine being the one, getting the MVP, getting the match. Prime should have
Oh
been
my.
thinking what goes wrong for him. I mean,
And this is what I was saying when the late game is accumulating for so long. The Nathan is gonna be building up, and the Holy Crystal is the green light, as green as it can be for them to dive in. The melting down is coming. Oh my god, I'm actually speechless, Itami.
Auderu.
Oh my god, your Zopat is lost.
I mean, you know what, Debbie, Kumar, Kumar,
Yeah,
Kumar, that
yeah,
song
yeah.
I just said, and it went like
He sings
Yuzong
it.
was the one. He is the one that number one Baxia here because he went for that dive in onto Rakola and got down. Then the Nathan got into that Baxia. Then we saw that
Oh
Kadita getting
no.
a kill, and then a triple kill, and then an unofficial Maniac, a godlike onto the Moscow. I mean, he must be thinking win in this match that you shouldn't have went for that thing. You should have went for the